Hello ladies and gents, I'm the Beanie 101 and I'm bringing you another NHL 14 Shootout Sunday. Today I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Stars and their fortunes going forward into the next season. And what can I say about Dallas? Well, I don't know. Dallas are a pretty mediocre team, in my eyes anyway. They have two very elite players in Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin. And they pretty much carried them through a lot of the season last year. They've got some decent players that they can surround them with, but no one really outside of that 1-2 punch that's going to contribute consistently. Seguin and Ben have both been producing at around about a point per game for the last season and a half. So, they're legitimate elite players. Whether Dallas can go about surrounding them with more talent, I don't know. If you have a look at their prospect pool, they do have a good number of forwards that are coming through at centre and on the wing. But at the moment, you'd like to say that Dallas are probably surrounding them with players that you'd probably consider to be a little bit old in the tooth and a little bit overpaid. So you've got players like Eric Cole, Horkoff, Sergei Gonchar. Don't get me wrong, they're all good players. They're all earning really good money, though. They're all on around about $5 million a year, something like that. So, that's a lot of cap that you're tying up where you could potentially use that to go for a relatively high-profile free agent. Now, if you have a look at the way that a lot of Stanley Cup contenders are setting themselves up, they've got some good elite talents. They've got decent depth, scoring and on the back end. But they've also got some up-and-coming rookies that they're able to get on cheap entry-level contracts, which enable them to then go out there and pay up to the cap to get some high-profile free agents or to keep some of their restricted free agents on their books at a premium. This is probably what I would think that Dallas needs to do in the coming few years. If you can get players like Eric Cole, Horkov and Gonchar off your books, you can make a play for some of the decent free agents that are coming into play in the next year or two. There's a few holes in Dallas's team as it stands on the back end. I wouldn't say that they have an elite defenseman to speak of. Goligoski and Trevor Daley, they're decent defensemen, but would you call them a top two? Probably not. So that's the one thing that the Dallas system is probably missing at this moment in time. A couple of decent D-men. They've got a great goaltender in Kari Lehtinen, and I think it's Jack Campbell they've got in their prospect pool, who is projecting to be a really solid pickup. So in net at the back, they're looking okay. But if you have a look at their blue line, they could certainly do with some more depth and some more elite talent on that blue line. So perhaps if you can get some of the higher paid veterans off your books, you can then make a play for a decent D-man who is going to really benefit your team. That's the way that I see Dallas going, and that's all I think that they should do in the next season or two to try and get themselves into contention in the playoffs. But there you go, those are my thoughts on Dallas. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please hit that like button or hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more of my content. There's plenty of NHL 14, NHL 15, all sorts of good stuff coming your way. And I'll see you again next time.